I can't top that. Can I just join in on that?
You can say same.
Same. Yeah.
Heathcliff is gone. You must accept it.
We are so excited to bring this film to audiences in the UK. I was sitting watching it and I was like, I need to be back here with 500 people sort of screaming in unison.
When did you see it?
I saw it last Friday. So I've had the weekend to yearn, etc. But this is what cinema's made for. And I'd really love to start just by asking the three of you, what's the role that cinema and cinema going plays in your lives?
Oh, I love going to a movie by myself, a matinee. It's just so delicious. I haven't had that opportunity in a while since having kids, but they're getting older now, so I think I can get back into that.
I mean, my dad changed the film. He was a projectionist assistant in the 70s, and that was one of his first jobs when he came to the country when he was 15. And my mum used to keep a diary of movies, so like movie going that's the time when you sit in a matinee and all the like beautiful, hopeful moments in your life, you come out and you think about stuff the film's inspired you. That's like, for me, those are the great moments in my life where like things have changed or I've got inspired or, so it's very, very important to me. Yeah.
That's amazing. I've been sniffing around to see if there's I want to play this from 70mm.
Yeah.
I need to make this happen.
So cool. Yeah, I always feel like going to the cinema or like early memories of watching movies has always been like my family all bringing people together. Like I really associate it with a collective thing. And whether that's even you going to the cinema on your own but experiencing it with other people, I think, it's obviously so meaningful to me and I love going to the movies.
Yeah. Good soundbite, yeah. Look, I mean, the film itself is this incredible experience, but always the conversations that you have after and around the film are such a part of that experience. I thought to kind of introduce your characters. I mean, Wuthering Heights is about so many things, but I think this film in particular, it's about the complexity of love. You know, we have this one word for a lot of different concepts with a lot of different facets. So I thought just to give a bit of insight into your characters and the version of them that we meet in this film, I'd love to hear what you think love sort of means to your character.
Oh, well, with Nellie, in Emerald's version, the character is a little bit different. She's actually grown up with Kathy, and so Nellie and Kathy have a very sisterly relationship. So there's a familial love there that is also full of contradictions and moments of hardship. But I think that is what makes love. There's all of those lights and shadows that it encompasses.
I think Edgar's is a romantic love, but it's also it's just a bit more gentle and it's a loyal love with Edgar, I think.
I love loyalty.
I love loyalty. Yeah.
That was something I learned, is that people read the book and don't like Edgar. I was like, he's such a stand-up guy.
Well, he is very different in the book,
very
right?
different. Yeah. Sappy in the book, as Emerald said.
I felt like, because in our film, Isabella is a ward, so she's sort of been taken in by Edgar's family, and so I think she's looking for love in all sort of spheres, like friendship love, a sort of sisterly, motherly figure love, and Kathy, and romantic love and familial love. And I think a lot of all of the things that Isabella does, you know, like I will make you like a doll, I'll do everything so you have no reason not to love me. Like I think the love is at the center of everything, I think, for Isabella in all sort of spheres. So yeah.
I think
Alison and I like to imagine what Nellie and Isabella do after they
When
get
they
that
leave,
character.
yeah, we have lots of ideas what they get up to in London.
I want to see that film.
Wow.
Yeah, I do think I commemorated it in Decoupage as one of the most romantic lines in the film.
Greatest line ever.
How could you not want to be your best friend?
Yeah.
Who got to keep that prop?
Yeah, where is that?
Love and friendship, I don't know.
It's the greatest book
I don't
ever.
know.
I mean, I was going to ask, that set, I can't imagine walking into work and seeing the whole art team on this film is operating on another level.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about what it's like to be in that environment. And I do want to know, did you get to keep anything? And if you could have, what would you have snatched?
We all got gifted things for our wrap gifts from the set, what we got to keep. I was given my dog collar. you were given...
Emerald gave a piece of the wall, a piece of Margot's...
The skin wall.
Yes,
Wow.
which was very lovely. I kept some robes, some silk pajamas, some golden slippers. I wanted the tortoise. There was a white tortoise on the side, but it was so expensive that they were like, you actually can't.
I was going to say the crab with top hat would be a good.
Crime if I took it,
Oh my God. Yes.
But it was, I wanted to keep everything.
Oh, I wanted to keep Nellie's chatelaine, which she has all of her house keys on. But Emerald gifted me a very beautiful antique chatelaine.
That's beautiful.
That's such a good gift.
Where is the obstacle?
Yeah, I have to ask about working with Emerald. I mean, obviously, Alison, not your first time. It feels like such a wonderful partnership, the two of you. But for you two coming in as well, tell me about that process from first conversations. It's quite an intimidating prospect, I think, Wuthering Heights. It's this very beloved book that people are very protective over. But she's a director with a lot of vision. Tell me about that from first conversation to on set every day.
I actually confessed to Emerald during our first meeting that I hadn't read the book and I wasn't really familiar with the story. I grew up in Louisiana, and so for whatever reason, Wuthering Heights didn't really penetrate. She still hired me, I'm happy to say. And I think Shazad and I, even though we hadn't worked with her before, I don't think we felt like newbies or like, kids on the first day of school, which you often feel when you start a new project.
She's so welcoming. She's calm. She's funny. It's joyous. It wasn't ever, the pressure's gone immediately because she just puts you at ease. So yeah, and you just want to do whatever you can for her. You're just like, I'll do whatever you say because you trust her vision. And it just felt like a safe set, a safe space. You could try stuff out. It was.
Our table read, when we first met, that felt like a Christmas party.
Oh
It was so August.
Yeah. I felt really, was I sitting with you? Or I feel like I was really with you that day or something. And I it was so nice because she did give us a lot of time beforehand to be together, and we did rehearsals, and then I felt like there was quite a lead up to actually by the time we got on set. But like I've said this before, but I just think she is so singular as a director and as a person that by the time you come to set as an actor, the whole world just sort of exists, and you're put in this costume and you just step into the world, and it's just like magic. It's honestly working with her is just the most amazing thing, and so I just was so happy that she hired me again. and I got to work with these guys as well. We just really did have such a good time. I just felt like we were just laughing.
Yeah,
and just
laughing.
It was just great. It was so fun.
I think that always translates on screen. You can always tell when it's a really nice environment on set. I think I love Emerald's casting. I think she's got such a good instinct for these things. You guys are so wonderful in the film. But I think what's challenging and exciting about Wuthering Heights is those characters are so intricate. I think everyone who reads the book comes away from it with really different perceptions of everyone. Yeah. And so hearing that the rehearsal process was quite long, you got some time to explore that. I'd love to know some of the sort of yeses and nos that you figured out in that process. What were the things about your characters that you really kind of honed in on and thought, this feels right, this serves the story, that fits into this Wuthering Heights, and maybe some of the things that you wanted to de-emphasize, leave alone, leave for another adaptation?
I think in this one, the thing with Emerald, it was she wanted to keep making him a credible threat to Heathcliff, so he wasn't as sappy, he wasn't as soft in a way.
He's very wimpy in the book, isn't he?
Yeah, so it was just finding the balance with Emerald with that of just, be a bit more stern or be a bit more this or be a bit more, and where that plays in the story. So it was just trying to, and then you come in with ideas that you have and you go, I want to play that, and then it changes by the end. So it's great to figure that stuff all out with Emerald,
Yeah, I think it's so true, with a book like that as well, that is so dense and complex and has such a wide range of characters that, it's always amazing. Everyone has their own personal experience and feelings about all of the characters. And what I really enjoyed about reading Emerald's screenplay was reading her interpretation of the characters. And so it wasn't necessarily like I felt like, oh, she's changed this person, she's changed that person. It was more that when I went back to the book and read it again, I was like, okay, she zoomed in on that bit and she's really sort of ran with that. Or like I felt like with Isabella, there are these different descriptions of her being sort of like infantile in manners, or sort of childlike, or like, sort of petulant, and she just really sort of went in on that. And so it was just really exciting to like track her vision of it whilst having your own experience of the book. And then I found really through costume and hair and makeup, I think that really tells you as well who your character is. And so, but it was such a fun process.
So many ribbons.
So many ribbons. So many ribbons.
And Nellie is such a complicated character. I didn't realise people don't like her. Maybe I'm really judgmental.
It's been very interesting hearing everybody's reactions to Nellie. Exactly. Some people have told me they love Nellie. Some people say they hate her. Some people say that she's scary, and it's all just very interesting. But Emerald did say when we first met that the character of Nellie was a little bit tricky for her, trickier than, I guess, figuring out the other characters, because there is this dance that she has to do where she is sort of the person who the audience maybe is getting to experience the story through, and she is probably the most sensible or straightforward of the characters. And we did play around with that a little bit. I think there were some scenes that were written where she was a little bit sharper in terms of things that she said, or some of the interactions that she had with Kathy. And of course, you and I had some scenes, Edgar and Nellie had some scenes together that aren't in the final movie. But I think all of those things played into eventually where we landed with Nellie.
Whatever our souls are made of, his and mine are the same.
I will not stand for that fiend. I will not have you near her.
Something that I really loved about the film as well is its sort of depiction of obsession, and something that gets under your skin and just won't leave you alone. With that in mind, I would love to ask you guys about other works of art that have really kind of sunk in that way for you, things that have inspired you creatively or that you find yourself returning to again and again over the years. I mean, book, film, play, etc.
I think for me, films films and music is the thing that, I mean, I just rewatch films, old movies, new movies. It's just always there, and I guess just try and absorb stuff. I don't actively, but like watch The Apartment again the other day, and just so my friend had never seen it, and just that feeling of when watching it with someone who hasn't seen it, and then like it's just I just love it. Yeah,
I love repertory theaters that reshow classics and things that younger people may not have seen when it came out.
Yeah.
She did. Sorry, she did. I was trying to explain Jack Lemmon to her, and she kept saying John Lemmon. I was like, oh, it's Jack Lemmon. She's like, no, John Lemmon. I was like, John Lennon? No, Jack Lemmon. It's like the weirdest. Sorry.
The first movie we took our daughter to was Singing in the Rain. So
wow.
That's
so
like
special.
welcome to movies.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Totally. Anytime I want to like re-inspire myself, I feel like I always go back and watch either Woman Under the Influence or just any Gina Rowland's film that she made with John Cassavetes. I just whenever I'm just like, I just watch her and I'm like, oh, okay, that's
The
just...
Notebook was on last night. The Notebook was
on.
She's just so good, isn't it?
Or just like people, I feel like I have, like I was speaking with this in another room, but like just Amy Winehouse always inspires me. Like I just have little people I come back to, and they just make me feel like, inspired again to.
I really think this film is going to do that for people. I think it's going to be one that they come back to, and as you get older, maybe take different things away from.
I hope so.
The film's out Valentine's weekend. In a word, what do you hope people get out of coming to see it together in the cinema?
In a word.
Excitement.
Can I say 2 words and then explain it? I just want to say, I want to say collective love.
Oh, yeah.
And because I think we definitely all need to like come together and empathise and love and cry and look after each other. And I think, when you go to cinema and you're in a room full of strangers. Like I had this the week when I went to see like Hamlet, and I was on my own, but then I realised everyone else around me was crying just as much as I am. And I think that's the most impactful thing about films, is like the thing that you're feeling in the room, like bring that into the world and love people the same, and look after people and care about people the same. So hopefully that has the same effect.
I can't top that. Can I just join in on that?
You can say same.
Same. Yeah, same. Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for your time today, and thank you for the film.
Thank you so much.
So kiss me, and let us both be damned.